From one of the Smithsonian's best small towns in the United States, it's Holly Jolly Christmas in Latrobe. Reading a classic Christmas favorite, it's Miss Karen from Adams Memorial Library. And entertainment by Tom Octave, with appearances by several familiar faces. And now, it's the cheery host of Holly Jolly Christmas in Latrobe, Piper Anke.
Hi everyone, and season's greetings from Latrobe, Pennsylvania. I'm Piper, and I am so glad that you've joined us all throughout the month of December as we've counted down the days until Christmas. As you can see, I'm already in my PJs, and I will be headed straight to bed after this because I do not want Santa skipping over my house tonight. We have some familiar faces joining us tonight for our last episode of Holly Jolly Christmas in Latrobe. So everyone grab a bowl of popcorn and a drink and maybe a couple cookies as we get ready to celebrate Christmas. Let's go talk to Bridget and Cole. We met my two friends back in episode 5 in the Holly Jolly Test Kitchen.
For starters, are you guys glad to be done with school and in Christmas break now?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I'm excited to see my family.
What would you say is your favorite part of Christmas and your favorite part of being off of school?
It's always, I like to see my family that lives farther away for Christmas.
Yeah, I like, redoing our traditions for our annual traditions, and, my favorite is doing our marshmallow wars with my family, so.
I was just about to ask, do you guys have any family traditions that you do every single year?
Well, I do have one tradition, and on Christmas Eve, my parents allow me to open one gift for Christmas, which is fun.
We do that too.
In my family, we always do the Advent calendar, so each Sunday, each of my siblings will read a scripture, we'll do a prayer, and then, we'll light the candles, so.
Which sweater cookie was actually the ugliest in your opinion? Which one was the worst?
I think that mine was obviously the ugliest.
It was pretty bad.
Each of them have their levels of ugliness, but mine, I don't know, I just feel like mine's hit the top.
Yeah, I think it's a tie between you and Cole.
I think
Piper was pretty, but ugly.
you.
Pretty ugly. It was a mix of pretty and ugly, but Cole's and
Tastefully
I,
ugly.
we went for ugly.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think it's not really fair to judge yours on the same way, Bridget, because yours was more intentionally ugly and Cole's was more like accidentally,
happy little
unintentionally ugly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time away from your family and hanging out and talking with me. It's been a lot of fun. Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for having me.
Bye, thank you.
This next guest has already been on the show twice. She first came on episode 3 for Christmas movie trivia, and then again for the reindeer craft in episode 5.
Lauren joined us for the reindeer craft and also for Christmas movie trivia a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. You really, put my knowledge to the test. My favorite was the elf question, the one about what the major food groups. So since that's my favorite movie, that was my favorite one by far.
That's right. I was just about to ask you, how many times do you think you've watched Elf this year?
This year alone, I started it in July. Since I have it recorded, I just watched it a lot during quarantine since I had nothing else to do. I would say about 30 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
What kind of other things do you typically do during Christmas?
Usually we have my grandparents over from both sides, and my mom cooks a big Christmas Day dinner.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining us, Lauren. This will be your third time appearing on the show.
Yay!
Thank you for being our most frequent visitor.
Adams Memorial Library has supported the show in several ways. First, when Miss Kathy showed us how to make a rocking snowman craft in episode 2, and then when Miss Karen read Santa Claus is Coming to Town for us in episode 5. Joining us again tonight to read The Night Before Christmas is Miss Karen.
Hi everybody, I'm Miss Karen from Adams Memorial Library here in Latrobe, and I have a Christmas story to share with you. It's The Night Before Christmas by Clemence C. Moore, and this one is illustrated by James Marshall and published by Scholastic Incorporated. So here is Santa, just resting a little bit on his journey. The night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Can you see right there? There's a mouse, just sleeping in the wreath on the door. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. There, everybody's waiting. Dogs, cats, chicken, some birds. Little mouse, all sleeping and waiting for Santa to come. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, dreaming of good things. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. Now, whoops, looks like there's a little hole in the skylight. So some snow's coming in, but it's okay. They're still have their caps on to keep warm, and they're still sleeping. It looks like somebody is doing a lot of drawing. When, out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, threw up the sash. Will you look at that? Holy smoke! Never in all my born days had they ever seen anything like this. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. There he is. More rapid than eagles as coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. Reindeer were up on the roof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. It's a little messy in the chimneys, but Santa made it. And look, he's got his cowboy boots on this year. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler, just opening his sack. There's his sack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of his pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. There he is, stopping for a photo. And one of the deer came in too, to get in the picture. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings and then turned with a jerk. And there, getting to draw Saint Nicholas, getting to draw Santa. Then laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." There, all the animals are sleeping again, except maybe the mouse. But now, no creatures are stirring, not even the mouse, asleep and waiting for Christmas morning. So thank you very much for listening. I wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. Thank you. Bye.
In episode 4, a trio of carolers stopped by to share some unusual lyrics to some of our favorite Christmas songs. I don't think I'll ever hear those songs the same way ever again.
What are your guys' favorite Christmas carols of all time?
I would have to say Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer because there's so many fun variations that you can call out after each line. And I've heard every time I hear it, it's always someone has their own version of it, and it's so much fun to hear.
That's super fun.
I think my two favorite might be Oh Holy Night and Silent Night because I really like the slow ones where you can do really pretty harmonies with, and it's really fun with a big group.
Yeah, that's always really, really fun. Have you thought of anything yet, Dom?
I think one of my favorite ones is probably the first Noel, because in choir we have this carol book that we do every year, and the arrangement in there is just really fun to sing.
That's really, really cool. Out of the misheard lyrics that you guys sang for us a little while ago, which one has been stuck in your head the most?
I would have to say he's making a list of chicken and rice.
Me too. Yes. That was the one that I was struggling with.
I think it's the one that we were all singing when we were walking back to our cars afterwards. Yeah. We were all singing it.
That's accurate.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. It's been a real honor. It's been super fun. I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah, we definitely had a lot
of
fun.
I did, yeah.
Definitely have.
Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
And now we have the director of the Westmoreland County Choral Society and St. Vincent music instructor, Tom Octave, performing Away in a Manger.
No crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the bright sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. Near me, Lord Jesus, I ask thee to stay close by me forever, and love me, I pray. Bless all the dear children in thy tender care, and fit us for heaven to live with thee there.
Lights of Love, a project sponsored by the Latrobe Area Hospital AIDS Society, celebrates its 33rd anniversary in 2020. The long-term success of this holiday tradition can be attributed to the fact that far more than events and even a pandemic, it is people who bring meaning to our lives. People could remember loved ones who had passed or honor the people with whom they still shared their lives. The first light-up ceremony took place in mid-December 1988 in the main lobby of the Latrobe Area Hospital. In this challenging pandemic year, when adjustments have been made to keep everyone safe and healthy, Light-Up Night was virtual, and the honor roll book posted online. You may view both at excellahealth.org by scrolling down to the photo of the Lights of Love outdoor tree.
Another guest who came by the Holly Jolly Test Kitchen was this year's Banana Split Princess, Sophia Trunzo, to make a banana split inspired trifle.
Hi, Sophia.
Hi.
So, Sophia, so far, what have you accomplished being the Banana Split Princess?
So far I've done the shoe drive. I've also done the handing out crafts at the Holly Jolly event at the Latrobe Arts Center. I got to announce the prize winners of the baskets. And probably my favorite one would be when I got to announce the gingerbread house contest winners.
Sophia, for your family, and I mean, not necessarily this year, but what are things you typically do during Christmas?
Well, we would bake honey blossom cookies for Christmas, and then we'll freeze the rest of them until Christmas. And my favorite one is probably going to Overlease. We've done that pretty much every year.
Did you say you made honey blossom cookies?
Yeah.
I've never tried one of those. What kind of cookie is that?
It's like peanut butter blossom cookies.
Ooh.
And so you put all the ingredients in the bowl. And then, but after they're done cooking and everything, and this year we added sprinkles in the dough. But then you take Hershey Kisses and you put them in the middle, and then they get all melty and stuff. They're really good.
It's been so fun talking to you. I hope that you and your family have a Merry, Merry Christmas.
Last episode, we saw a short selection of dances from Pizzazz Christian Dance Academy. And right now, we have a few of the dancers here to talk to us.
So we saw both of you earlier in the week, but the viewers may not have actually realized it because you were part of the medley of performances from Pizzazz Christian Dance Academy. Why don't you introduce yourselves and tell us how long you've been dancing?
My name is Yale Smith, and I have been dancing for 19 years.
I'm Claire Panicelli, and I've been dancing for 8 years.
That's crazy. That's super, super long. How long would you say it takes to learn the dance and prepare for something like the performance we saw on Tuesday?
It depends on the ballet, but around 4 months.
We were going to perform 3 Christmas performances of the same show, just different casts. And then we have our June performance, which we just show what we worked on, and then we also have a spring performance.
What's your favorite part about Christmas, or just in general this time of year?
I guess my favorite part is being able to just spend more time with my family.
That's fun.
Sit around with food.
Do you have any special traditions that you do every year with your family?
Watch movies.
My family does that too.
Hang around the Christmas tree.
Sounds really fun. Thank you so much for joining us for Holly Jolly and for this interview. It's been a lot of fun talking to you guys. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and have a happy holiday season.
Thank you, you too.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
When it was decided several months ago that the community would be unable to have an in-person Holly Jolly Christmas in Latrobe event, the idea for these online episodes was created. It's been a lot of fun making them for the greater Latrobe community, And we would like to thank all the sponsors, shops, entertainers, and guests for making this possible. And thank you for watching, commenting, liking, and sharing each episode. I would also like to thank my mom and grandma. Mimi and Mama, you have made this so much easier on me, driving me places and getting all the materials that I need. Not to mention finding last-minute clothes for me. Thank you so much. I love you so much, and you've helped so much through this whole process. And now, for our final performance from this year's Holly Jolly Christmas in Latrobe, welcome back Tom Octave performing the Christmas song.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering a simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
From my family to yours, whether you're here in Latrobe or here in spirit, have a very Merry Christmas and a very happy 2021.